Yes.
Hi. Okay, I'm having a little bit of issues here. Hang on. There we go. Now you
I
can see.
cannot believe I'm talking to you right now. I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm not trying to be girl, but I can't believe I'm talking to you right now.
Well, I love you. I thank you for being here with me. Also, I wish that I had a little bit of a camera issue, so I apologize on that. Normally I'm in my session room, but I am in California at my mother-in-law's house. So we have this corner of the back bedroom.
It's
Okay. Okay. I just want to let you know, normally it's fancier, but this, oh, and look, we both wore like plaid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're both here. We're matching. First person I've seen that in a long time. Well, welcome in, my dear. I'm excited to talk to you. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm shaking, but yes, I'm ready.
Don't be too nervous. It's just going to be me. Now we have 30 minutes. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a very, very brief description on how I do this. Normally I like roll it out, but I want to get as much as we possibly can. And so let me kind of tell you, let me take this Motrin really quick too. Well, Advil, sorry. So number one, oh my gosh, that's hot tea, and it's way too hot. And it's, I almost like died for a second. It's okay, it'd be fine. So number one, obviously it's just gonna be me. I'm gonna have this little pen. I'm also gonna have this notepad. I don't know why my chair keeps turning. And all I'm gonna be doing is scribbling the entire time. The next thing too, is that we wanna like bring through 3 people. That's a lot. And it's okay, especially for the time, but I'm gonna see if we can get like little glimpses of each one. Now I can tell you honestly from channeling, there is going to be a main person that comes through, right? So that's gonna be the thing. And so I'm gonna try to get as much as we can. Whenever they come through and how they talk is really, it varies on how strong they are, what level they're in. It also goes on like, you know, how they spoke in life as well. Depending on how they passed, it can also mean that maybe they're not all in the same room together. If somebody passed more tragically and maybe in like a lower vibration, then we talk to them kind of like on a separate way than the other people. Okay. And so another thing too is how do they talk? They talk to me in 4 different ways. Number one, it's you they come in on because they love you. They don't care about me. I'm just a tool in the shed. Okay. They just use me. And so what happens is that we're saying, hey, I want you to show up in her body. I want you to use her thoughts, her feelings, her emotions, and my experiences to try to tell a story. And I want you to do it perfectly. I can tell you that there are 2 energies here right now. And so we're going to kind of look into that. I know we want more than that. So we're going to feel around. The other thing too, is that during this entire time, if you ever see me look at my phone, I'm not looking at it because I'm texting anybody. I listen to soundtracks the entire time and I don't want to pay for YouTube Premium. So I hit skip. Okay. 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 I'm just letting you know if I ever do, that's another thing. I just don't want to listen to the commercial as well. So, hang out with me. The other thing too is that if you have any questions, ask, but I want to see how much they can talk, right? I want to see how good that they can do. Oh, I wasn't expecting this though. Oh, this is cool. Okay. So there is somebody here. This is why I'm doing this. They're like that's kind of like how they feel, but it is God, they're like walking up to you in my head. They're coming up to you and they're like doing like this to you. And they're like, oh, do you know, get it? Like that, like they're saying stuff like that. And obviously this is not mom. It's this almost feels like it'd be like the friend that goes along with this. Because she just gave me a really big feeling of just absolutely being devastated about their passing and like you just tearing up and dying on the inside. And they are sad about their passing as well. They're actually sad about their passing. They said that like they think it's unbelievable in a way. They go, like that. So what happened? Tell me. Hold on. We're gonna have to figure out what happened. So I'm gonna be asking questions the entire time. Hold on. Y'all are very, very tough cookies for some reason. She keeps putting on that like we can kick everybody's ass if we want to. Fine. Like we shouldn't be afraid of any of this. Like we should beat people up and it's good. She's like, no. Like she's talking with her hands a whole lot. She's giving me a lot of feelings. So hold on, give me a second. she should stop drinking. That's funny. She like grabs like a beer and
Oh.
just like talks about that. So she's talking about parties. She's talking about how she was very physically fit in a way, but she also talks about how she has like a little pooch, and I don't think she has a pooch, maybe from drinking. Anyways, she's just talking about her body and how she should have almost like liked it more in a way, even though she thought she was hot, you know, just
Absolutely.
FYI. She says that, tell me about her. She keeps putting her arm around you and going like this, which means like obviously really good friendship and like grabbing onto you. And I can feel the weight of her like trying to pull you in. She apparently she didn't want. She never got. She like makes a comment on her. Weird. Did she shave her arm hair? But she doesn't have any like dark colored arm hair. That's weird. Don't ask me why that's a thing. I have no idea why. She goes like this. She shows me her arms and then she goes like this, but then she has blonde and she's very tan. Like I have no idea. She says that, yeah, sorry, she's here. And so she showed me that. So usually another thing too is she could be talking about something dealing with her arm and I'm just not catching it. So hold on. What happened to you, bud? She gets frustrated that you don't see her. She's on the edge of your bed and she talks to you. She tries to talk to you. She is aggravated about dying. She goes, yes, yes. So she's saying yes, yes, yes. Now I'm trying to get her to show me what happened. This is like the way that it makes them feel, spirit, is when you ask them how they passed, depending on what happened to them. It's very hard for them to go through because you're making you relive a very painful memory sometimes. And so that's what we're asking for right now. So hold on. So let's see. What? Tell me about her. What? Weird. She's like taking me to a place. She's taking me like, she's doing a couple things. She's taking me out and what would be like a starry night in like a field. Interesting. But y'all are country, which is interesting on that too. So that's weird. Then she's talking about getting Starbucks and she's talking about having aviators on and having like crazy hair up in the air. And then she's talking about like sunglasses. And then she has like her hair like up here, like a messy bun. She's trying to relive all these different memories in my head. So what happened to him? I feel like this was very sudden and we really didn't know a whole lot about this because she's talking about seeing her body dead, okay, and how her soul is in shock, okay, and she's like, oh my God, that happened. It's weird because there's a feeling of lower vibration to it, which means that tragic and scary, like that's almost what this feels like, and so I'm opening that up more. I wonder if one point she was like, maybe she's talking about that. I wonder if she was like abused by a guy at one point in her life. There's like a weird feeling with that, but it doesn't, yeah, just because there's a certain, I have been, and there's a certain feeling that goes with that. And she just hit that in my body and I'm like, and she keeps saying it sucks. I don't know if somebody else caused her passing, but it feels like it's in her hands. I don't know if she's necessarily was like, did she die because of a guy?
So no one, they ruled it out as suicide.
Oh.
But me and her immediate family, like her mom and her sister, don't believe that's what happened. And the guy that you're speaking of was there.
It's not a suicide. No. Only reason being because this is what number one, if it's suicide, she doesn't show this much in all the people I've ever channeled that have committed suicide. They're not this happy. And right. I've channeled thousands. They're not coming up, reliving, having this bright thing. But then she gives me this tinge in my soul, like, ugh. And it's like, because of him, this happened, you know? There has to be some level where we like, hold on. She keeps calling this person like an effing pussy, and I'm just going to leave that there. over, and I'm just going to say that it's a very intense word. And she, man, she is hyped, and she's like,
That is so her. Like that's her
yes,
everything.
yes, she gets very, very hyped. I wonder if, I know she had also something to do with it, FYI, but it's almost like we place blame on this guy doing it to us or for us. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that, so this is the way it feels. And I'm not saying that this was what happened. This is just a feeling, and I'll have to go into like the breakdown of it. But it's like if I was like doing drugs with somebody, I don't think it was drugs, but if I was doing drugs with somebody and then they gave me a pill of fentanyl and said, take it, like that. And then I took it because I had like good faith and credit that was okay. Another thing that goes along with this is like there was a session that I had a long time ago with a girl. They ruled it a suicide, but she was in there and she had the gun held to her head, and the boyfriend came in and pulled the trigger and said, like, why don't you just do it? Why don't you just do it? And he did it like that. And so there's something about them both cahootsing together to have this happen, but it was blamed on him. It needs to be blamed on him. I'm just going to leave that there. Okay. What? She keeps saying, why would I want to die? Why would I want to die? Why would I want to die? I mean, it's funny because she does almost like act like she's bipolar a little bit in a funny way, but it's also because she's crazy and she likes to drink and enjoy life and like have a good time. I just want to let you know that. But she doesn't want to die. She doesn't want to die. Okay. FYI. And she loves you. And the way that she feels is like sitting on the edge of your bed, is like waiting to talk to people. And she wants to come up and she gives the best hugs. And you can feel like her little skinny arms coming around. Even she just, I said skinny arms and she's like skinny. So I'm guessing she did CrossFit or something like that at some point. Yeah, because when I did that, she's talking about how she had little muscles here. And I'm like, whatever, you're tiny. I'm 6 feet tall. She's little compared to me. She says that one. So we're having a whole conversation. Hold on. So he's saying that she just did it and he like walked in and found her, or what happened?
Yes, exactly what you just said. Literally the word.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. She just repeated that in my head. She goes, he said, she just did it. And then I walked in on her and she's like, could you say that? So what, give me the premise of this. What was going on?
So I found out through him, he texted me on her phone, which was weird, that she committed suicide. So obviously I was like, how? Because she's literally walking sunshine. She would, I know she would never do something like that. And he said that he heard a gunshot. He didn't hear the gunshot over the Google Home playing.
Okay, can I show you something real quick that's really, really weird? And I was on TikTok right before our appointment for like 5 minutes or like 2 minutes because I wanted to see. So on my For You page, hang on, because they talk in different ways. Not only is she coming through and doing this, but I just want to show you a video that came up. Hang on. I gotta find it real quick because where's it at? It is a woman. Oh, maybe it's not. Hang on. Give me 20. Here we go. It's a video that shows my first one. It's called Murder or Natural Cause or Suicide. And it's a woman that is a embalmer, and it says, oh, she was actually murdered, and the embalmer finds out that she was murdered. Like that is the only video that showed up. And now I'm talking to you. Anyways, I said I'd let you know how weird that is. That's the thing. So those were all like hints, and I even commented on it. I was like, yeah, I had a session one time where they had to go and she's a cremated.
Yes.
Okay. That's what. Okay. I asked her, I said, we can bring you out. I said, we can do, bring your body out. She goes, no. Poof. She says she's cremated.
They didn't even give her. Yeah.
No, she didn't do it. She didn't do it. I just wanted to let you know that.
Mom doesn't even want to look. She didn't want to even look at her body, though. I don't even think she ever looked at it. Her mom didn't even get to see her. They cremated her without like anyone actually seeing her body.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
This person is so fun She's so light. She's so bright. She's not twisted. She's not dark. Yes, she has a mouth. That's okay. We all do. Okay, sometimes, maybe not like this, but this is different. She's there to brighten your day. She didn't do this. She got murdered.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave that on there. Okay. Okay. I just want to let you know. And but why? Hold on. I welcome into the very heavy, quick.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm right there with you.
I always believed it. Like, I knew it wasn't suicide. I stuck with that. I knew it
Yeah.
wasn't.
Well, it's because you know in your heart, because you're connected, because she keeps telling you. That's why. And she's not in a lower vibration. So for me, that's no, but she gets sad about it. And she's upset that she died. She's very upset that she died. She's upset because she had so much more to give. But why? Why? He must have been some narcissistic cunt bucket. But it's interesting because she talks about how he acts like a sheep, like, oh, stuff like that, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So she's with you. Oh, what? It's interesting. She just got like I think she's trying to turn into a white balloon, but I was going to say she just like got a dove in my head and she like released it like one though. And I know that we probably didn't do a dove release, but like, and I'm like, okay. And that usually also goes in the balloons, but I don't want to say that. And I think in a way she's more like saying like, I'm flying high, I'm free, I'm at peace. Like, it's okay. Don't worry about me. She says that, what about her? She's so funny. She'll like go from, she's dancing in the car in my head like that. And so she's just reliving all these memories, like putting them in. She adores you. How old are you? She wasn't even 30 yet. Hold on. How old are you? Was she 25 or 26?
I think she's 28 now, but yeah.
28 now. Okay. How old was she when she passed?
27.
Oh, she was. Okay, cool. This is what she said. The way she feels a lot younger than me. Well, I mean, I'm 34 now, but I asked her, I said, how old were you? And this is what her response was. She says, I was as old as you when you were in your whore phase. My whore phase was 25 to 27. I was like just when I got a divorce and then like that phase. And so I was like, all right.
Oh, her.
I was like,
This
all
is
right.
how she is.
Oh, so I was just talking about it on live today. And so she brought that up in my head. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's funny. She says that, tell me. So what about her? Oh, your mom loves you. Oh, interesting. Sorry. She just said that. She goes like this. She goes, she says, tell her, mama, that's all she says. It's like loves her like that. She says that, what? I wonder if your best friend and your mom like try to keep you in line all the time. I think that's a thing because she goes and she like holds on to the side of her neck as well. So she's like looping her together. She says that, tell me. Also, this mother type of energy shows up and like tries to move your hair behind your ear, which usually means that she hasn't seen you in a while. And so she's like noticing how much you've grown and like how long your hair is at the same time too. So she's there like taking care of you. It's interesting because every time she brings you up, she shows you as like this younger girl in my head over and over again. And she keeps talking about how much you've grown. She says that she is like your angel. I would even like consider her like your fairy from Cinderella. Anyways, everything's very pink and like blush and everything like that in my head, and that's your mother's energy, which is wonderful. What happened? Are you in a very male dominated career, or were you?
I was in the Marine Corps.
Oh shit, you were in the Marine Corps. Okay, sorry. She goes like this. She says she could take care of herself. And I was like, all right, I know that she's not a bodybuilder and a lesbian like that. I was like, she must be in a very male. That's another side for me. I was like, she has to be in a very male dominated career. Yeah. She says that. Tell me. What? She just wants to let you know that she's very, very proud of you. I keep hearing her voice in a very weak, way, which usually goes on the line of she was very, very weak at passing. So hang on. Did she end up like having like a long-term cancer or something and you like watched her pass away? Yeah, cool. The way that she's talking, she's saying like, I just want her to know that I'm proud, and like leaves. So for me, that's a symbol for like being very sick and then like having this debilitating illness. And she puts a C in my head. She says that she's very much a spirit. Your friend is a person, by the way. What? To you, that may not mean a lot. To me, it's just funny because that means that one's hanging out with you all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're petting an animal in my head. What animal are we petting? Why are you doing that? Yeah, interesting. We're doing like this. I can see it. I'm trying to get them to like zoom out on it like a real dog. I feel like you have I don't know if your mom had this. Who had like, you have the dog though, right?
I do have a dog, but she's not
Okay.
with me. But I know my mom had like a childhood dog that she loved.
Loved. Okay, interesting. They keep talking about this dog over and over again and how we're scratching its neck. And so it's sometimes they'll go and they'll scratch a dog with you, or they're talking about a dog that passes with them too. So that's the other thing.
Mhm.
She says that, come here. That usually means for me that they're with them. What? Your friend is fine. She's like, I'm gonna fight anybody that comes in her way. And I'm like, can you calm down? You're what? Oh, how big is like the tattoo you got for her? Do you have a huge one for her? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I got orange blossoms because that's where we met, was in Florida.
Oh my God, that's massive. Okay, she goes like this. Oh, usually they're very small. Oh, that's cool. She goes like this. I said, so what do you want to talk about? Your mom is just, I'm going to try to get more in with her. She's just a very, very nice, high vibrational energy, which is great. Your friend goes, hey, tell her I like it. Tell her, look how big it is. And I was like, how big is that? That's why I asked that. Okay. She says it's all over. I go, okay. She says that, what? She gives you a kiss. We can't do anything to fix that. We can't do anything to fix her passing. If you can just tell her family that she loves them, that she didn't do it.
I will, yeah.
That's not who she is. And she's okay. And we don't have to keep fighting because there's not really any evidence that we can bring, but I just want to let you know for your own mind. That's it. And then your mom, I think, is the one that brought her in. How old? Hold on. Weird. Your mom keeps showing you at like 11. I have no idea why. 11 or 12. Were you like 16 when she passed?
I was 18.
You're 18. Cool. Yeah. She goes like this. I said, why do you keep showing 11? And I think it's when you being a little girl. And then I go, good. So this must have been good years. And I asked her at the same time, I'm like, how old were you passed? And she talks about you being in high school or the ladder of high school. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, for me, that's 16, 17, 18. She says that, tell me. She likes that you're comfortable. You must be very comfortable with where you're at right now. Like you're okay with where you're at right now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She's very proud of you for that. I just want to let you know, she's like your overseer. What happened to him? Can you tell me? Can you bring him in? Suddenly died. Dad suddenly died? Yeah. Okay. This is what, sorry. She goes like this. I said, oh, that was weird. I just got really nauseous. Do you see how quick this is? Hold on. What? Keeps coming up and did Dad pass away while you were active duty? Yeah. Okay, cool. Pause. So this is what your mom is talking about this man. This man is not here with us though. I wonder if he's on a different level. We'll have to figure out what that is. She goes like this. She goes, her father. I go, what about him? She comes up and there's a gentleman in my head that just shows up as like a shadow, pats you on the back and says that he's proud of you. There's weird things. There's a feeling of, I don't know if he's necessarily addicted to anything. Maybe drinking would be one thing. But like, or there's something that goes, there's like some sort of catch that goes along with this person. I don't know what it is. But they also said, I go, so what happened to him? Was he sick or what went on? And she says, suddenly died. I go, okay. She says that, hold on. What? There was no closure in your father's passing at all, apparently, because they're talking about finding him or whatever this is. And they're talking about how there's no like goodbyes, I love yous, nothing like that. It's weird because with the father, there's almost like a distance between y'all, not just time and space, but maybe like relationship as well. I don't know why. There's just that feeling of like a,
You're right.
so yeah. Okay. Okay. Hold on. We're going to get more into that. Hang on. Your mom is talking about him. So what? You can help too if you, not you, her, your friend. Hold on. What? If you want to. Are you mom? Shut up. Okay. Really? Sorry. Your friend, I'm talking to her. Mind you, she does a million things at one time. So imagine me, but only in a spirit. And I go, you can help talk to her dad. She goes, hold on, I'm going to go play with the babies. Beep, 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 beep. And like, you can hear her like talking to a child. And I said, who? And she said, she's a good, wait, what?
My daughter talked about Jesse today because I have a dog tag hanging in my car, like by my mirror. And she goes, Mommy, I miss her. And I was like, who? And she pointed at her picture.
Really?
And that was today before our session.
Oh, that's weird. She's like down on the ground talking to a kid in my head, FYI. So that's why I said she's over there and she's talking to your child.
My daughter's
so he's done that.
My daughter's sitting on the floor outside right now.
Okay, so that's FYI. I told you she's in your house. She's with you.
That's
yeah, well, that's just what she is because she loves you. And so yeah, she's like getting down. Like I said, that's the image. It's like talking to this girl. So she's there. What? She's like telling her, we have to protect your mommy at all costs. You know that, right?
oh.
And oh, she loves you. Wait, so what? Tell me about her dad. Can you come back over here? Can you come back over here? She says like tonight you're going to be freaking out. Like when you go to bed, you're just going to like lay there and look around the room and like have a moment, like cry. And it's just going to be a thing. And she's going to be like, yeah, I'm here. Like it's this whole thing. Hold on. What? She wants like better pictures. Interesting. Maybe like newer, maybe our other ones that we have, they're like kind of worn out. So maybe we can like print new ones or something. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. That's all she's saying. She says that, tell me. Ooh, what happened? I think your father was like I think your father has a lot to learn. I think maybe he was a little bit of a disappointment as a human and what he was doing in a way. Like there's something that goes along with that. There's a feeling of it. You came out of chaos in an amazing way. FYI, that's why you're born. Okay. We always see these amazing people come from, and I feel like almost like your mom was like a victim in it as well. Like she had to deal with it. She had to cope with it. She feels very, very tired and exhausted by him. Like there's nothing about her being excited to reunite with him. It's just kind of like, oh, he's over there. And I don't know why that dynamic would be. She says that, tell me about him. He feels lower. Hold on. I don't know. I know it's like the way it feels is that like maybe we passed away accidentally because of our own self, but I don't know why or what was going on. What happened with Dad?
So he, after my mom passed, I felt like he just let himself go.
Yes.
He was in remission from leukemia, but he just let himself go. And I found out so he passed away from a stroke suddenly.
Stroke. Okay.
But he also had type 2 diabetes. And I know if you don't take care of that.
Yeah. The way that it felt like is when people, and he's not bad, he's just learning. He loves her, but he's having to go through growth himself. Okay. He's not in a bad place. He's fine. He just feels different from me than your beautiful mother and your crazy, amazing friend. And it's because of self-worth and the way that it felt like to me. That's why I was like, it's not suicide. It's not anything like that. It's almost like if I knew I had a heart condition, right? But I'm not taking my heart medicine, or I knew that I had this and I'm not helping myself. I'm just kind of like dying from depression in a way, you know? Yeah, he's just sad. So your mother loves him. It is there, but they're going to get back together and they're going to help each other. Hold on. Was dad military?
No, but my grandfather was, his dad.
Oh, okay. Was he Marines or Navy? Do you know?
Air Force.
He was blue. Okay, cool. Sorry, he keeps showing me blue. Grandfather's back then, my dad was Air Force, but they called it Army Air Guard because it was 1935, 1940. And so, yeah, now I'm like, why is he showing me blue? Because they did have the Air Force in. He said that I think like your grandfather is your main male support.
Okay.
FYI. Okay. Your dad is around, but it will change. Dad will, but think about when you cross over in like that sad manner and it's so quick. He's still working on himself. Mom and everybody will help him. He'll raise up. And so in that meantime, you have to have this other masculine energy to help you. And so grandfather shows up for that. Okay. So don't worry about it. Now, the reason I'm telling you all this is because if you want something in life, or if you want to go somewhere, if you want to be guided, you have to pray or like meditate to them directly. So if you want something to happen in your world, like get a different job, new car, something like that, get excited about it and call on your friend and be like, hey, I really need your help. Can you please come do this for me? And like things will start popping. Okay. If you want protection and guidance and stability, you're going to ask for grandfather or for dad. Okay. And then if you want just love and nurturing and protection overall, you want to talk to mom.
That's very good to know.
Yeah, that's all you do. So it's all the way. Oh my God. Hold on. I want to say one more thing and then I'm gonna have to go to my next session because I love you. What do you want to say? What? Tell me. Are you not with the daughter's father?
Nope, not anymore. I've been divorced for 2 months now.
Oh,
yes.
It's okay. I was too. Yeah. This is what she said. I go, so what do you want to say? What do you want to say to her family? Your mom, your friend's here too, but your mom says, don't worry, I'll protect her. I go, okay, good. She says, I'm glad she's getting on her feet and she's being very happy. That goes, and I said, why is that? She says she brings up the father of your child and how that's not together. And she's very, very happy for you on that as well. There's not nearly as much stress, right, or coercion or anything like that. Yeah, she says that, don't date anybody for at least a year. And why do I say that? You can try, you could pick, you're probably talking to somebody, but only reason, and I'm not saying it, only reason is because until you, and this is just from doing energy, feeling it, understanding it, until you are stable within just yourself and you feel like you do not need anyone else, what you're going to do is, because you're so new out of this divorce and out of this relationship, you're going to think the person that you're dating is different, but only part of them is, but the rest of their energy is the same. And so what you'll find is over time, you'll have those same tendencies and similarities from before. Okay. But if you wait like 6 months or like a year, what ends up happening is that you've reset yourself, you know what you're like, what you feel like, and then you attract the best version of you. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So just that's what I figured out after a lot of self-observation and intuition. So with that being said, my God, if you ever need me or anything, just email me and let me know. I love you. Thank you for letting me read your family.
I love you. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't it
Yeah.
weird? Yeah. And so I need you to talk to her family. And I need you to talk to yours, okay, that are just inside with you. Tell your little girl that she's loved. Okay. And I think you're a really good mom, and I'm excited about the next 10 years of your life. Okay.
So much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. I love you.
I love you.
Bye, sweetie.